When you are ready to submit your claim, here's the process for submitting your claim to payroll for approval and eventual payment. When you're finished entering all your expenses on your expense claim form, down towards the bottom left-hand corner of the electronic form, there's a button that says Submit to Payroll for Approval. You'll click that button. What happens with that case is it then takes the electronic file that represents your expense claim and it transfers that over to payroll. That now sits in an electronic bucket in payroll waiting for some paperwork to come in for matching up purposes. Once you click the Submit to Payroll for Approval button, the next button to the right of it becomes available. It's a Print Claim button. You'll click on the Print Claim button. That'll then give you a window that reminds you to attach all of your original receipts to your claim. And once you've done that, you'll get to another window it's a file download window, and you'll click the Open button on the file download window to open up a PDF document. You'll then print out the PDF document. You'll then sign the claim form and date the claim form. You'll attach your original receipts to the claim form and send the entire package, the printed off expense claim form and your attached receipts as documentation for your expenses, and send it off to your supervisor. Here's a screenshot of what an expense claim form will look like. It shows the claim number. It shows your information that is filled in for you automatically based upon your user profile. It shows the different expense lines on your expense claim form. It shows the amount, the receipt number, and so on. It then shows the kilometer details, the amount of driving that you did on the expense claim form. It shows you your accounting distribution. It shows the amount of HST that is being removed from your claim. Again, you'll be reimbursed the full amount. It shows the amount that you're reimbursed on the right-hand side. If there were any advances that you had applied against the expense, it also shows that line as well. So that's the snapshot of the expense claim form. Here's the overall process for approval. The submitter completes the electronic expense form. They then click the Submit to Payroll button. They print the expense form and they attach the original receipts to the expense form, and they send that entire printed package off to the supervisor. The supervisor's responsibilities then are to match the signed claim with receipts, to ensure that expenses are allowable. They sign, date, and submit the information to payroll along with the original receipts. It's possible in some cases that the supervisor may return to submitter for correction, and I'll talk about that step in a moment or two. Payroll's responsibilities are as follows. They match the signed claim with receipts. They ensure that expenses are allowable. They pay the employee, or they process the expense against the expense advance. And in some cases, they might return it to submitter for correction, and I'll talk about that process again in a moment or two. I'm now going to demonstrate how to submit a claim for approval. I've got the claim open that I'm now ready to submit to payroll. I move down towards the bottom left-hand corner. I click on the Submit to Payroll for Approval button. And when I do that, it will take the information and electronically transfer it over to the payroll department. The payroll department will hold on to that in an electronic bucket, waiting for some matching paperwork to show up in their department. Once I've done that, that button now changes to say a Submitted Successfully choice. I can no longer click on this. I then go to the Print Claim button down towards the bottom left-hand corner, and I'll click on that. I get an information window reminding me to attach all of my original receipts to my claim. I'll click on OK. It'll then take me into a file download window, and in this file download window I'm going to open up a PDF document. So I'll click on the Open button, and when I do that, it will open up for me a PDF document. This is my actual claim form. It shows me my expense claim number. It filled in all the information for me based upon my profile. It shows my different expenses showing up towards the upper third of that form. Then my kilometer details showing up. It shows me the details of it. It shows the accounts that I chose. It then shows me the account distribution area. It shows the HST calculation, again pulling out both the provincial component and the federal component. It shows the total amount of my claim. It shows any advances in total that were applied against it and my total reimbursement. It also recaps on the right-hand side as well. At this stage, I would print off this form by going to the Print button, and I would then, once it's printed, sign the form and date the form. I would take the original receipts, attach them onto this form, and send them over to my supervisor for approval before the actual form and paperwork are sent off by the supervisor to the payroll department.